today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Hello.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and
pretty good.
100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run.
Go 49ers.
We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
I'm not undefeated anymore.
Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas.
I gotta go cheer for, my division rival's downfall. Not that I wouldn't anyways, but I gotta especially do it now because I lost to an AI team, so. I mean, it's the Giants who are also 3-1, so they're one of the better AI teams, but I did lose to them. It wasn't as embarrassing as losing to the Chiefs last year, because at least I didn't allow Blake Bortles to throw 5 touchdowns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here.
I'll try to possibly stream my game for one of these weeks this weekend.
And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
Michael Hasty.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The throw.
I'm aware.
Tight end Horsted. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, he rifles one.
Picked off.
It's going to be intercepted.
Yes.
Picked off with great anticipation. And the 49ers are going to get the football here.
Is it just me or are the 49ers helmets darker than usual? Anton Greenberry Jr. He would still be playing for the Bears if I didn't trade you Adele. But I did. For Duke Shelley. Which I can't really complain because Duke Shelley is one of the best corners in the league. But...
being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done.
Hello, Lane.
So obviously,
who has graced you with his presence for the first time. The AT. Oh.
I honestly kind of forgot that Trey Sermon somehow wasn't mega nerfed.
Now a handoff, Sermon.
Or was he mega nerfed and he just looks faster than that? I don't know, but nothing. Nothing can
Hater,
be.
what's our record?
Drop to throw.
As am I.
See,
But I'm also
I'm the
3-1.
GM that does absolutely no. I'm the GM that does absolutely nothing and still gets 13 wins. So let's go.
On fourth down, the punt
Don't
team
forget,
Haters pretty.
I quite literally beat you without even setting a game plan.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
Yeah, because I...
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, I got 12 sacks because I improved my pass
Is that
rush
an
massively.
NFL record?
For a single
What's
game,
the record for sacks in a game?
Okay, the single player is 7, but single game is I don't know, although I'm assuming it was probably set in like the 1940s.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up
Those don't count. That's before. That's Super. Every record that is kept is Super Bowl era or beyond.
When they're that high powered, you've got to find a way.
Unless you take account of Night Train Lane's 14 interceptions.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30,
Which would...
Okay, most times a singular QB has been sacked in a game any time is 12. So I tied the record that was tied by Donovan McNabb in 2007 and Warren Moon in 1985. Each was sacked 12 times.
So technically, we have the record.
Yes, Adel is tied with Donovan McNabb and Warren Moon for the QB to be sacked the most times in a single game.
How many is the most times in a single Super Bowl game?
He's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
I'm gonna guess this was last year's game.
It's 7.
By
It's
who?
7, and it's happened twice. One of them was Joe Burrow. The other one is Roger Staubach.
Yeah.
And the other one
That doesn't count.
No, was Roger Staubach in Super Bowl 9. Against the Mean Joe Green in the Steel Curtain.
Okay, I guess that counts if it's against them.
And then behind that is 2 QBs have been sacked 6 times. That's Cam Newton against Denver and Joe Theismann against the Raiders in 1983.
Damn, boy.
Back to throw.
But yes, Joe Burrow is
Run.
tied.
That's in. He's in. Let's go. It didn't look pretty, but he's in.
Yeah, I guess so.
And the Bears have taken the early lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exception.
What'd you put in this game plan? What are we running?
For a touchdown.
Okay, that's nothing new.
That's not working.
It's also not anything new.
Point after here coming up.
Run, run, run.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. A drive there of just 4 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
I mean, it's honestly probably good for you that your game's not as one-dimensional, although your offense is worse.
Nah. Well, isn't one of Barry's incentives 2,000 yards?
I think so. I mean, I'm not in your contract room, so I can't verify that, but
Our contracts are pretty much public, to be honest.
fair point. I just don't really care. Honestly, like, I didn't, like...
I don't give a shit.
You forget. You forget. I don't... My contracts really don't matter because I only have 2 active users. So...
But you don't look down at your play sheet? and say this is what
It's
the
just
problem
me and
is.
Don,
Yeah, let's find out who
and
my
that's it.
playmakers
I
are.
just
Get
have a
the
bunch of
ball in
other,
their hands,
guys who
make
are
the
just
offense
souped
move
up
a little bit better.
bots, basically, is the rest of my users.
Rather than dialing up the right number.
We're probably the most active team.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, you probably are.
Well, that's because the commissioner probably frickin' added him. It's the commissioner's team. Everybody knows that the commissioner's team's rigged.
And I would like to, just, like, do the little, add in that, technically, like, I do have probably more, users if I wasn't the one team that actually, got robbed of a user by them getting hired to GM another team. I mean, to be fair, no matter how good, the Bengals are, I won that trade because I single-handedly traded my user middle linebacker for an entire offensive line. So,
An entire offensive line.
well, it was three offensive linemen at the three positions where I sucked. Because I had, like, one actual good offensive lineman. I had one mediocre one, and I had three ones that were absolutely garbage. So I traded him for three, because they all had, like, starting quality backup offensive linemen that were all, like, 65, 66, 67 overalls. And I'm like, I'll just take all three of those. And then I traded Ice Bear because, he's IA, but for some reason he
Even
was,
in the server anymore.
Yeah, he left the server, although, Trumpel thinks he can bring him back. So he traded me,
That's not gonna happen.
he traded me a superstar, no, not superstar, a star development corner for him, so, like, I was willing to take it. I'm like, it's a 72 overall star pass rusher for a
Remember
70...
when you traded Ayo Deli to us?
Yeah, for Duke Shelley, I remember. I mean,
You're
it
gonna be
wasn't...
haunted by that from now on because he's winning MVP this year.
I mean, like, yeah, but Duke Shelley's one of the better corners in the league. I'm like, I can't really complain because Duke Shelley's pretty good, and Ayodele wasn't going to do anything for me. So, like, yeah, I should have traded him to the Rams, but because that's who I was going to trade him to.
How many yards does Barry have on the season?
I don't know.
644 from the whole season.
How many? What week is this?
5.
Week 5.
Yeah, he's reaching 2,000. You better get him to 2,000, or I'm gonna be mad at you.
Pass interference on a ball 50 feet over his head.
Okay, so if he doesn't get to 2,000 yards, I am literally going to murder you and fire you.
He just committed a 25-yard pass interference penalty that put the ball on the 1 yard line.
I'll try.
50 feet over his head.
I really don't care. We're gonna score anyway.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did.
What kind of question is that, announcer? He's halfway in the end zone.
I don't even hear it.
He said, did he break the plane? I'm like, no, obviously, he's halfway in the end zone.
I love how the Los Angeles Chargers are winning 2-0.
That they are.
Would that be scoregami if that's the ending score?
No, actually it wouldn't. The Packers and Bears have played 2 different 2-0 games in the 1930s.
What scores have scoregami? I'm looking scoregami.
There's a lot of ones that haven't happened. The one score that I think is never going to happen is 6-1, but
nothing with a 1 is ever gonna happen, but it actually can happen. But
it's so unlikely that it's never going to happen. Technically, a game could end 1-0 in the event of a forfeit, but, like, when is an NFL
no team has ever scored a 1-point safety.
Well, it's happened in college a couple times, but yeah, no NFL.
The most a team has scored is 73.
Yeah, the Bears beat the Redskins in the 1940 NFL Championship.
73-0.
Yeah.
And for them, a touchdown.
Although the Packers back when they were, before they were in the NFL and were playing, the backyard farmer club teams won a game 87-0.
That doesn't count.
I know it doesn't because Sheboygan Club C is not an NFL team.
Run, Barry. Run. Get to 700. Barry is going to break 1,000 in this game. It's highly unlikely. I'm just calling it.
Have to run for like 400 yards, but you never say never. Also, I still find an offensive lineman wearing 5 just kind of hilarious. But,
wait, is our offensive lineman wearing 5? Hold up.
It's a user player, but yeah.
Why are you wearing 5? Please tell me why you were wearing 5. That should be illegal.
Okay, fair point. I mean, I'm not sure whether.
What is my player? Is my player on defense?
Yeah, you have a guy on defense because you have an
offensive. Who's my guy on defense? What's his name? I can't remember.
I honestly don't remember. Oh yeah, that guy.
That's his last name? Oh, okay, yeah. I remember.
Meanwhile,
okay, you want to know why that name is so special to me? It's because I used to be in a league or I am still in a league. It's the CSFA. I'm in that league, and one of my bot players who is a safety and was a beast of a safety. I named him Martin Clydesdale because my team's mascot is the Stallions, and a Clydesdale is a horse. So yeah, I named all the players' last names horse breeds, and then I named their first name like generic names like Mark, Steve. So Martin Clydesdale was like the best bot safety in league history. He got like 3 interceptions that year as a bot, which is like standard 30 across the board.
Yeah, my guy, if you couldn't figure out, it's Vontae Mack, pass rushing outside linebacker, otherwise known as, because I'm Bo Callahan from Draft Day, I had to go add more Draft Day characters.
Yes, we should just have a Draft Day team.
I mean, before the guy who was Paul Crew left, there was that big setup matchup between Bo Callahan and Paul Crew, and I played the Steelers.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, I know he left.
Come on, Ayo Deli.
Well, I know why he left. He left because he left a bunch of sim leagues because his wife divorced him. But
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Why'd he leave sim leagues? I'd stay at sim leagues. I'd be like, sim leagues are more special to me. Let's go.
I don't. He had some issues, but apparently.
I've been through. Well, no. I've been through like I don't know.
To be honest, he told me because he got into a little bit of trouble in ISFL because he was ranting about awards, because he felt his player was robbed. So then he went on a huge rant, threatening.
Oh yeah. ISFL awards right now are just dumb. I don't even pay attention to them anymore. They'll try and run for it on first. Barry, get in. Damn it.
I kind of pay attention to him, although I was really mad when I lost the DSFL Defensive Player of the Year to Amadan. He's now banned, so that's fun.
Amadan. Bro, he seemed like a pretty good guy. That's in. He is in. Challenge that, please.
Oh, trust me, he was not if you were in GM chat, he was not good. I was in head office or front office, not head office, front office for the Seawolves, and hearing stuff from what he was, some of his rule proposals that were just trying to benefit himself. He seemed kind of he acted all nice, but he had some issues. And then he created 6 multis because he wanted Kansas City to win an Ultimate, and then they didn't even win the Ultimate. And he got a year-long ban.
There's Clydesdale.
So now the only one of the accounts that Ramadan's affiliated with his girlfriend is still in the league. Although I think she went IA, but like his girlfriend is the only account left because Ramadan's actual account's banned for a year and his 5 multis are perma banned, obviously. So
I was banned for a month.
yes, we know. You talk about it a lot.
For literally saying absolutely nothing and then ranting about it.
And have we ever figured out who reported you? Or no, I don't think we have.
No, I don't know who reported me.
Oh yes, and then remember by the way, the jiggly response in your punishment thread has become a copy pasta. I forgot to tell you that.
How?
Like no, if you go through the Ramadan punishment thread, there was
oh my god!
a bunch of people were copy pasting the jiggly response from your punishment thread, where you know they were talking about how their friend was a neo-Nazi.
Their friend was a neo-Nazi. Let's go.
And stuff like that.
Isn't a neo-Nazi like people that still believe in that shit today?
From the gun, he'll hand this
Yeah.
off. And he stopped immediately there.
I shouldn't be laughing at it, but like the fact that it got turned into a copy pasta because of how ridiculous it was. And then of course right after that, what? Didn't Jiggly like DM you for like saying that you like owed them something because they came to your defense?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think if I go through my DMs with you, you told me about that, but that was a couple months ago. But
I think Jiggly came to my DMs and literally told me to F off.
yeah, no, and then that you know you owed them something in the future because they were willing to defend you when nobody else was or whatever. I'm like,
wait, for real?
yeah, no, Jiggly has a interesting reputation.
Individual.
Yeah, well, let's just put it that way. I mean, a lot of the stuff happened before I was in the sim leagues, but like, I have heard some things about their time.
Jiggly's backstory: Jiggly goes evil.
No, their time with running the Butchers after the first Chicago ISFL team relocated, and then they tried to go get another one, which was the Butchers, and Jiggly was like the head of it, and then there was like of the movement, and then there was like some corruption and other issues with it. Yeah.
I forgot that one person made the post about that.
Yep.
I can't remember who made the post.
I honestly can't remember either, and I'm too lazy to look through it. So. Also,
it's probably archived at this point.
It is. But talking of ISFL, would you consider it tampering if I told someone else to go to a team that wasn't my own?
No.
Okay, good.
No, but I wouldn't try it.
No, okay, so no. It wasn't like me telling somebody, but me and Parm were having a discussion, like, what was it, a couple weeks ago? And he was talking about how Yellowknife is letting him go.
Because Yellowknife was letting him go.
And then I was going through the teams and like telling him where I think he should go, and like based on their needs on the teams that need QBs and that kind of thing. So I didn't want that to end up being considered tampering, even though Philly doesn't need a QB. So I told him that despite Philly looking like they need a QB with Neggs retiring, we don't need one because we have one in the wings to be called up. So.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
I was in PBE
hey,
for a month.
Get friendly. Hey, just saying, when you get into like sim league shit, you actually do mix up a lot of stuff.
I was in PBE for about a month, and then I just like stopped showing up. Like I was a minor league all-star.
I was in PBE for 2 days.
Yeah, that's about how long I was in it too. But like, I went IA and then I checked in a couple of months later to officially retire my player, and I realized I was a minor league all-star. Like my first year, I was a minor league all-star, and then the next year I had like a 12 ERA, and I got released. So when I came back, I wasn't on a team.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And so I officially retired, and I'm like, I'm out of here. So. And also, you can probably go find my corpse floating around about 5 different sim leagues if you really wanted to look, because there was a time when I joined like 4 in a week. Like, I was like, I love these things, and then I realized I didn't have the time to be in like 8.
Okay, you want to see how many sim leagues I'm in?
No, not really.
Oh, I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay, so I'm in ISFL, which is 1. I'm in Fake College Football 2, USFA 3, USFB 4, CASL 5, this 6. So I'm in 6 sim leagues.
Okay, I'm in ISFL, CASL, this, and a bunch of ones I'm IA in. I'm really only in 3, but I'm like pretty involved in all 3 of them. Like, I'm a pretty consistent earner in ISFL. I do some stuff in CASL, like not a whole lot. And then I'm, obviously a GM here. Not that I do a lot of stuff because I don't have anything to GM other than like make Madden strategies every once in a while, because like I have 2 active players and
yeah, I gotta go. Hold on.
Don kind of doesn't runs himself, so
maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle it.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As his first punt will come from inside.
Yeah, I'm only in really football. Like I'm technically in this hockey sim league, but I kind of left it. I was in WA, the basketball one, but like I'm technically still there. I think as a free agent. I think I got released by who was I playing for, anyways? Oh yeah, Frankfurt. I was playing for the Falcons. Even though they couldn't spell Falcons correctly, the normal way, because they wanted to spell it the German way. I'm like,
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going underneath here, the tight end to Valve. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Also, does anyone know what happened in week 3? Because like the results aren't anywhere that I know of. Well, I need to go check my Madden, but like since I haven't checked that in a week and a half, but because the results aren't on the website because he exported everything after weeks 1, 2, and 4, but not after week 3. So it just doesn't show up. Oh, I know I won, but I don't know who I beat, who I was facing, what the score was, what my stats were at all.
As he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, I don't pay attention to anyone. Also, like, why did the 49ers just tackle your guy who was downing the punt? Like, there was no point in doing that. Oh, actually, no, never mind, he was returning it. That's why you tackled him. I thought you had the ball already. Yeah,
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that. And a loose
fumble.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That's why your QB should slide, folks. Or just never scramble like mine does. Mine just doesn't scramble at all.
Finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just
I guess
gained.
he's one of those actually like really good rookie draft picks that's like better than half the user players, because we said we were gonna go, because somebody said they were gonna go take all the star development off all the rookies, but they never did.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
I now actually have 2 star development defensive ends, because one of mine got a breakout opportunity in like his second week on the team. Oh, and that's a pick 6.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 25. 30. 10.
Whoever the heck 47 is.
Score a pick 6 for
I think it's like a bot player.
And on that one with 6
Xavier Crawford,
did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but
yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see.
But Xavier Crawford was like an 80-yard pick 6. Like, I knew the second that ball was thrown, it was going to be a pick 6 just because of where he picked that off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. 2nd and 7. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Kemp. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down
Nice
to the
sack.
sack back at the 16-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Over the middle, complete. That's Hayes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control a game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. That's Vasquez. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, hit as
what was that?
there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
No, the ball just like fell out of his hand direct. It was kind of bad. It was a dumb animation. That's what it was. That time for that 1 second left Hail Mary that the
final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Okay, 21-10 at the half.
Halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Watch left. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Tell me some money. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On third down, Kemp. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Hey, pick your game up.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
4 down. Right there, Smith. Come on,
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
4 down.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Watch 18's the mic. Watch the run.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
William Golston. I forgot he existed.
He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He
Fumble.
lost the football. 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Christ, what?
Yeah, they're still down.
And I love how he's not down because the other dude happened to stick out his legs and Adel fell on top of his legs and he fumbled.
Tackle him. Second guy in.
Definitely improving fumbling.
These guys had to punt their last
That's the
possession.
third on the season.
Too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these
Under
drives
second of
just
the
wound up
game.
going nowhere.
Also, QBs just tend to fumble. That's just how it works. I mean, I led the league in fumbles last year because I was consistently getting sacked. And then I traded I was forced to trade one of my user players to the Bengals since he was taking over as GM. So I just took the entire Bengals offensive line. So, you know. And now I'm not getting sacked nearly as much.
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this throw a bit
That
late
was very inaccurate.
This offense in desperate need of a
Greenberry is actually bad. I can see why you traded him after a week. Well, that and you got Adel, who was better and also active.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, the thing is, I'm mostly focused with these first years in the past, and so rushing's kind of taking a bit of a hit, so I'm updating for the probably next 2-3 weeks, updating rushing and all that kind of stuff.
How is Arizona actually winning a game? Like, they're easily the worst team in the entire league.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Jake Fromm is starting for the Rams now? Wow. Remember when Rod Smith ran for 250 yards on the Bears in Week 1 because you forgot to take all the zero-speed players off your defense? And then by the end of the season, he'd been released.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Greenberry is like, oh, so inaccurate. That's why I put so much of my points into accuracy because, honestly, yeah, I mean, I get it, you know, it's nice if I can chuck the ball deep, but, like, if it's not close.
4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Vasquez. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
Yeah, to be fair, the under pressure system in Madden is awful, but like, just on how broken it is, where if the second a defensive player gets past the offensive line, despite the fact that they're on the other side of the field, the QB is under pressure and therefore can't throw the ball accurately.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What was he even trying to do there?
Roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Yeah, that was not a good throw. Hey, Lane's defensive player got a pick.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for...
I mean, to be fair, I didn't think he caught it. So, like, the CPU actually challenging something is a rarity. Okay, yeah, he caught that.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
That's an awful challenge. Like, he had 2 feet and a knee down, in bounds.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
Am I just stupid, or am I stupid for thinking that Adel was left-handed this entire time and he just threw the ball right-handed? Or am I stupid because he's been left-handed the entire time and I just like missaw this one last thing? Because it's pretty clearly he's throwing right-handed and I always thought he was left-handed, so it must be dumb.
7 yards the pick up there. Second and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bears are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too... And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are about to...
And coaching adjustments, strip ball is now on aggressive, which means Adel might fumble the ball even more.
Extra point safely through. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Yeah, this game's already over, because, well, we all know San Francisco's not going to do anything.
By a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
I'm so shocked. The Browns are undefeated. I'm so shocked.
But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things.
And now the Bears have turned strip ball unaggressive.
2nd and 5.
And that's a penalty for something.
Simmons, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And he still caught it.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty...
He quite literally caught the ball, Charles Davis. Shut up.
I think it was the correct call.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
That was a good run.
A little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Vasquez. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
They've passed the ball a lot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And
that could have been a game-sealing interception. Or probably a game-sealing interception. But he dropped it.
But it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Also, the Chargers are getting torched by Kyle Trash, and that is a face mask.
By the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So give him the yardage on the completion and also
That's like the most obvious face mask I've ever seen.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all.
Maybe San Francisco still does have a chance. A very small chance, but they still technically might have a chance.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp.
Touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown 49ers.
John Kemp.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Like, honestly, I don't know why the 49ers haven't won the ball more this game, because John Kemp has actually been, like, really good. But, like, they're just so set on throwing the ball with Greenberry.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I mean, to be fair, you've actually committed more turnovers than they have, which is really surprising. But you technically have, because of... Yeah, I know. You've thrown 2 picks, and you've thrown a pick and you fumbled twice. He's only thrown 2 picks.
There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time.
No, yeah, no. They've only turned it over twice. Oh, I play Seattle. They're 1-3. They gave me an issue last year. They were 1-10, and like they actually almost beat me. So it's probably a good thing that I'm probably gonna be on my computer tomorrow to actually like watch it instead of letting the computer screw me over like it normally does.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good.
Hey, he remembered to slide instead of getting hit and fumbling.
It doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
No, barely got the first.
Gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you gotta love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage. But you
if he didn't go out of bounds, he would have been short of the first down announcer. So shut up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Screen pass. That fooled absolutely no one.
Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Second and 11. Flushed out right. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Oh, wow, he didn't fumble. I was sure he was going to fumble there.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Fights through, and now a crease. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9
Wow,
yards.
back-to-back runs by Ado. Okay, they apparently turned strip ball aggressive off for some reason, and now it's back on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
William Golston with the sack.
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll set up a throw. Space to run past the 20.
And the game is basically over with
Bears
that.
first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Not that it wasn't already basically over.
Partner, I like that they're being aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they get on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause.
Of course they are.
Defensively. A good chance now to put this game on
Okay,
ice.
now the
This
game is over. It's going to end 28-17.
And they take a knee. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
And knowing Madden, they'll probably fumble it. It'll get returned for a touchdown, and then they'll recover the onside kick. But okay, never mind. The game is actually over.
Bears touchdown. An 8-yard 2-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, Paul?
It's Madden. They're dumb. Okay, like.
Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's only about another year until EA Sports College Football 23 comes out. I can't wait to go see what wonders of a game that's gonna be.
Right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
But you too can go spend $1,000 on packs trying to pull 1981 Herschel Walker or whatever the heck they're gonna do with Ultimate Team.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And the game is over, so what is San Francisco going to do? Let me guess, they're going to call a bunch of stupid passes to prolong the game for as long as possible.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call
Yep, this is about what I thought, you know. They're down 18, they realize they're going to lose, but, you know, they still want to go get that big play. So they're just going to incessantly throw to the flats. Also, yeah, they're just going to incessantly throw to the flats because Madden's dumb.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back.
This wonderful game that we call Madden.
It's actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
I complained when I was playing Madden 13 because the ball would phase through my player's head occasionally. Little did I know the game would get much worse.
To throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's pass interference, because the game just feels the need to do that at the end of the game. You know, committing a 29-yard pass interference penalty for absolutely no reason in a game where you're winning by 18 with 37 seconds left.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And one of your guys just got trucked by a receiver. And now San Francisco's probably just going to score a random touchdown for absolutely no reason.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, final play of the game.
Final shot, they'll look to throw.
And they throw a short slant route for no reason whatsoever.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Oh yeah, somebody in my Seawolf chat drank the flaming hot Mountain Dew. Like, why does that exist? Ah, yes, food chat for the Seawolves. So we got one person is drinking flaming hot Mountain Dew, somebody else is having chicken, and somebody else is watching Goodfellas with their friend while eating movie theater candy in honor of Ray Liotta. So, yeah. Neither team threw a touchdown, but, you know. And poor Jesper Horsted with his one catch for 1 yard. Your offensive line allows sacks? I'm so surprised. Oh, wait, that's right. I got 12. So, oh, that guy with, like, that random... Yeah, I don't know, but... Yeah, it's Madden. Enrique Archibald. Is it just me, or does the name Enrico Archibald sound like a skinny nerd, and it's like a giant 350-pound defensive